So stars came out to raise money for hurricane relief, and a few, of course, brought their opinions on climate change, which is great. I always go to musical artists for my science. Right, Stevie?
Anyone who believes that there is no such thing as global warming must be blind or unintelligent. Lord, please save us all.
Save us all indeed. So if you agree with him, you're either blind or dumb. Okay. Anyway, that's not divisive at all. But I know what you're thinking. What's Beyonce got to say?
The effects of climate change are playing out around the world every day. Just this past week, we've seen devastation from the monsoon in India, an 8.1 earthquake in Mexico, and multiple catastrophic hurricanes. Irma alone has left a trail of death and destruction from the Caribbean to Florida to southern United States. We have to be prepared for what comes next.
Video.
So there you have it. Climate change caused the earthquake in Mexico. So does this political stuff at a telethon bug you? Maybe, but it really shouldn't, given that they raised $44 million. Listening to a few misguided sentiments from naive millionaires seems a bargain. And yeah, calling viewers dumb is pretty arrogant. I guess stars know that being in a telethon creates a shield that allows you to lecture safely from the perch of sanctimony. But still, if they want to wag a finger, it's still $44 million. That's a mountain of dough. So I can take one night of chiding by people whose toughest choices in life are whether to fly private or just take a yacht. So regardless of politics, everyone should do their part. We've all given, and we've asked others to do so too. And many have pitched in, including Sister Margaret Chainsaw.
Aww.
It looks like a horror film. But she lent a hand and a chainsaw, and without pummeling the public with their politics. That's what I call a good habit.
Ha ha. What a cute, clever little play on words.
It was a terrible play on words. But I wanted to, there was a beautiful little interview that Sandra Smith did with Sister Margaret from Miami, who found this chainsaw in a school where she worked. Roll that little thing.
The chainsaw was sitting in the closet at the school. It wasn't helping anybody. So I went in, pulled it out, and just did what I could to clear that road and to help other people out. People were driving by, taking pictures and telling me thank you. And as I was doing that, I was just praying for other people, people that lost their homes and everything. They really had it bad.
Dana, I don't think I would be doing that because I wouldn't know how to turn on a chainsaw.
I'm curious about her upbringing because she seemed to really know how to handle that chainsaw, not worried at all. I mean, it's not easy. I don't think it's easy actually to hold.
No, that's a heavy
strong and vibrant the whole body.
Given what the Democrats did to one of President Trump's Catholic nominees last week for the judiciary, I would suggest that they consider somebody like this. The dogma obviously lives strongly in her because she got out there to help people. That's what she was doing. Can I say something about the celebrities?
Yes.
Okay. If everyone were to admit that we have a problem and that global warming and it's anthropogenic, meaning that it is that humans are exacerbating it, what then? What are they willing to do? Where's that advocacy? Because they never get beyond just shaming people and not changing their own behavior.
Right. They're not going to give up the plane.
They wouldn't have to. Rich people are not going to have to do it.
Yeah, they all flew private jets to get to the telethon.
Yeah. By the way, if you think about, is it named J.J. Watt? He did, what did he raise?
Yeah,
like
22 million?
I think it got
30 million.
30 million. Yeah. Without the carbon footprint of a concert. Having said that, though, I can't complain, Juan, because, I mean, you raised $44 million. I'll take whatever you say, right?
Yeah. By the way, I would love to see you in a habit. I think you'd be so cute. Oh my God, I would hug you.
Maybe
you have a little bit of a weird man crush on him, I've noticed.
On him?
Yeah, there's ambivalence at play as well.
Yeah, what about me, Juan?
Well, you're cute too, but he's very smart and cute.
He's more your type?
He's more,
he has no bid for you, Jesse.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Anyway, so what I was trying to say before
Margaret Ann.
I think when I watch these folks, I'm grateful for what they did. As you point out, that's a lot of money. And they did it in an hour. It wasn't like, all day Labor Day or something like that. But I will say that when you hear Stevie Wonder, when you hear Beyonce say this, I don't think that they know what they're talking about. I think they're just basically saying what they think is, gosh, there seems to be a lot of crazy stuff going on in the weather. But when I hear Scott Pruitt, who should know what he's talking about, say, oh, it's insensitive, darlings, insensitive to bring up climate change, I think, wow, are you trying to avoid reality? You're not willing to have the discussion, and you're afraid of it, and you're in charge of things like, oh, no cap and trade.
But
I think that's unfair.
He suggested having debates. He suggested having public
Right.
debates.
Yeah, I think when he said that, he was talking about in the immediate aftermath, and while people are still needing rescue, that was insensitive at that moment.
He's saying,
he obviously
let's not
talks
talk
about climate
it
change a
because,
lot.
Yeah. So, in other words, at the moment when there should be a heightened public awareness of this issue, he's saying shut it down.
No, he said at that very moment when people were being rescued, it wasn't the right time. But he has also called for a red team, blue team exercise that no one else was willing to do.
Wait a second. We've got the nun out there. We've got so many people raising money, rescuing people. It didn't stop any rescuing to have a discussion.
Look, leave the nun out of this. Kimberly?
Listen, having been educated and partially raised by nuns and the Sisters of Mercy for over a decade, God bless them, nuns do it better. I mean, just look at that. That is a perfect example, and I think it's fantastic. That's America at its best, and we can have all the discussion we want. I think discussion is healthy.
Last word, Jesse.
I just want to make, did Beyonce say that global warming causes earthquakes?
You mentioned the earthquake.
Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah.
Dramatic replay.
Okay.
Yes.
I just want to make sure everybody understands that right there. I also like seeing the celebrities
that's like
on
plate
phones, like
tectonics
landlines.
and
That's funny.
global warming are not
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Right.
But wait till you see my one more thing about the telephone.
Like, they're not
well,
like
there you
first
go.
cousins,
All right.
But hats off to him.